good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Casually Casual podcast, episode 1. I'm here today with Always Boring You
Hello, everybody.
and Eliaster720. Yay. I think Eliaster might be
Of
having some
course.
technical issues.
Could be.
Eliaster?
Could be.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so, a great way to start this thing, Sob, right? This is our first video on our channel, the TMGs, the Mercury Guardians, and our first podcast here. Hopefully we can do this at least once a week. Everything's
Absolutely.
looking good.
So far, so good right now.
Alright, Leaster, did you fix your audio issues?
Somewhat. How do I set them?
Alright, at least we can hear you now. Alright. Alright. Let's get this started. And I think it's live, it's not like pre-recorded stuff or anything. So if anybody joins the chat and wants to ask a question or something, you are welcome to. At least if you're watching it after it went live, then obviously you can't.
Well, you can still ask questions. Don't expect them to be answered right there and there.
Yeah, I mean, and the comment section, well, I'm sure we'll reply or something. Alright. So, what are we going to talk about on our first episode? Besides our introductions of what the Mercury Guardians are, we are definitely going to talk about the Curse of Osiris, because that's the big hot news today. Well, this
Absolutely.
week. So, did everybody watch the live stream, the reveal stream?
Yeah. In my opinion, it was pretty good. I liked it.
What do you think of it
I
so
was
far?
hyped. I'm hyped. But then again, I do like Destiny a lot, so I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it.
I wasn't, well, I saw it, and I think people were criticizing it too much, to be honest. I do want to talk about the article I saw that people are using to trash the DLC already, which was on IGN, about how they got to play the whole. They got to play the whole campaign and how it's only a couple of hours long, which
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
have anything against that, to be honest.
Well, most DLCs haven't been really long.
Oh yeah, I mean when you compare it to something like the Dark Below, it's gonna be definitely probably better than that. Because I mean, do you remember the Dark Below? Do you remember how long that was?
Well, well, at that time when playing Destiny, I really wasn't that much into it, so I did do it. Just didn't know where it started when it ended.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going to talk about some things that I've been hearing from a lot of YouTubers saying how, well, especially I don't remember the guy's name really, but he was talking about how bad it's gonna be, how bad how only 3 hours is not enough, how
yeah.
Oh, I do want to touch on the new raid, how people are kind of dissing it already before it even comes out. Oh, the layer.
No,
Well,
layer.
Layer. Well, you see, that's something I want to touch on because people are saying, oh, it's just, it's not a new raid, and people are saying it's gonna be it's a little shorter than a regular raid. They said, and it's
And they did say it's gonna be shorter. So.
layer, not layer. But if it does look like a new raid, I mean, I really don't think they would just add randomly. Something like Prison of Elders. I don't think it's like Prison of Elders 2.0, which I heard some people trying to compare that it might be like that. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. But let's talk about the Curse of Osiris trailer first.
Okay.
That trailer was amazing.
Oh, it was pretty good. Lots of action on it.
And I think, yeah.
Well, I loved it. Like, it was the most amazing trailer I think they pulled out since, I don't know, geez, Rise of Iron. I remember seeing
Lord Saladin.
Lord Saladin, and I'm like, what the hell? He doesn't have his helmet on. What is this? I kind of got the same feeling with Osiris just because of what a wow,
Mystery he's been.
what a myth. You know, he's the myth. He's the legend, and
Yeah.
finally we get to see it. And I think Bungie really hit the mark with his introduction to the series after being a mystery for so long.
One thing I really liked that I know I talked with you guys before we a lot about how they're kind of scrapping, how they're treating Destiny 1 as a season 0 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he died. And how they're kind of scrapping the all the lore and stuff. How it feels a little more like they're disconnected from the lore. And people were saying, oh, about the warlock. I'm like, why is he now talking about like some warlock deep thoughts or anything like that, right? And I'm like, well, it kind of matches what what we've been told of Osiris. That he's more of a, sure, he's all obsessed with the Vex and everything, but he was also like a warrior. He's like a warrior warlock, If I remember correctly, that's why Saint 14 look up to him and everything and got him in the Vanguard and all that stuff. Because he was a warrior. He was a warrior first and then a philosopher second, And I think the trailer did a really good job showing that.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
That he's a warrior, and he was also trying to solve some stuff with that. Oh, I like how he was fidgeting with his little cube thing, and then he gets mad. Yeah, he gets mad that he messed up a little bit, and it was funny. It was funny. And it gives me hope, to be honest. Like, maybe we're setting our expectations too low on Destiny, but it gives me hope that, sure, the IGN said it was going to be 3 hours, 4 hours long if you're slow. But I don't mind that at all, I'm like, you're paying... You're paying $20.
How long did it take you to do the whole campaign?
I rushed through it the first time. Okay, yeah. I rushed through it the first time because I wanted to catch up with you guys to level up and stuff.
Yeah.
And it felt very, very. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is pretty Destiny. It's really quick. And whatever. But I played it again on my second character and third character, and I took my time with it. And once you replay it again, like a lot of Destiny players do not give, they rush through it the second time and the third time. But if you watch it again, it's actually really, really well. I mean, it didn't feel.
When you start paying attention to a lot of the stuff that's going on, it feels. It doesn't feel like a complete different game, but it feels like a more complete game. If you just rush through it, it just
And that thing. I think that's a lot of problem with a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people. Everybody, they just want to rush through Destiny super fast and then complain about how you have nothing to do later on. And I'm guilty of that, to be honest, because but I know what I'm getting into. If I rush through it, I know what I'm getting into, and that's something that I'm seeing with the IGN guys. They go like, well, it's only 3 or 4 hours long, and then I see a lot of these YouTubers saying, well, then it's gonna be bad, and it's Crota 2.0 and Destiny 2 is there and all that, and I'm like, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Well, personally, from many other games that I played, which was back then a quite few amount of games before Destiny completely took over my life. But when I did play like campaigns of other games, especially like multiplayer heavy games, the story wasn't necessarily their main focus. It was mostly how to make the game engaging. And again, when Battlefield 1 came out, I blew through that like in 5 hours, I think. 5 hours?
Yeah.
Because I was just sitting there playing. You gotta take into consideration on how many people and what exactly is the targeted demographic for Destiny and how you should be looking at the game, because it's very easy for all these people, and I don't mean to bash anybody. Everybody's got their own, their own grind. All these Twitch streamers and YouTubers, they're trying to get as much content done, and they want a lot of bang for their buck. But the truth is that not everybody has I would say privilege to sit down and play a game all day
For a living.
exactly for a living, like every single day, just play it 100% non-stop. Like me, for example, I have all types of mixed up shifts, you know. So I'm not there playing Destiny 24/7, you know. I get like maybe an hour, or if I'm lucky, you know, in the weekdays, and in the weekend, you know, I mean, I mostly just do like activities like the raid and whatnot. But there's still a lot of stuff I haven't done. Like, I hate to admit it, but in Destiny 1, I never finished the Outbreak Prime quest.
Yeah, that's one of
You
the things
know?
we didn't finish.
So, you know, you you gotta understand, you know, that, you know, all these people who are complaining about Destiny and how, oh, the lack of content, or oh, the story's not that long, or all this, it's because they have the privilege to sit down and milk it until it's dry. And that is not how most people play this game. And I think that's why sometimes it feels like maybe it's too easy, maybe it's too short, maybe it's appealing to a lot of, I would say, the noobs or the scrubs or whatnot, you know, because they want to make sure that if anybody here played World of Warcraft or all those other games, you know, those were games that you, if you fell off, you know, you could get back on, you know, and you know, get back to a level. But if you stop playing for a while, you would see the difference, you know.
Yeah. Ouch. Muffin Gaming says tortellini and mango grease. So
He says
yeah.
tortilla mango.
Oh, tortilla. Oh, I read tortellini. Tortilla mango grease. That works too, I
Okay.
guess.
It could
But
work. It could
like
work.
talking about the content stuff, like what the game's been out for 3 months. I only been playing for 2 months because you know I started playing a
Technical
month
problem.
later. Yeah, a month later, and you know I have a bunch of quests left that I haven't done. I have a bunch of adventures that I haven't done.
Adventures, yeah.
A lot of
Because
adventures.
when we play. I mean, mostly for fun and the raid, and then we don't spend a lot of time going between planet and planet, actually doing all the activities that are there for us.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Like
if we
I,
were to grind the game, I'm pretty sure we'll be done by now. If we were to grind it, like everybody does.
when it comes to casual gaming, I think we're pretty
Casual.
casual, you know. So we still have a lot of things to do, and we don't feel the lack of content. Like, I mean, it took me what? It took me 2 months to get a Euros gift. You know, I didn't get it until like last week. You know, my first Euros gift, and now I can. Which,
Yeah, that's RNG.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You know, but like some guys had everything they needed.
First couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then they start complaining. Well, there's no content. And I understand that. You know, but Destiny, there's a lot of people they just play it casually, like 2-3 hours a week, and that's all. You know, they go like, okay, I'll sit down for a weekend, or I'll sit down on reset, get all my stuff done, you know, for 3-4 hours, and then they just play maybe half an hour every week or something, and that's, you know, that's kind of what even the campaign is about. You know, they're like, okay, we want you to finish that campaign, start the grind,
And
and
move on
move on.
to the
Exactly.
next activity.
You know, I've been saying this for a while, even since Destiny 1, guys. But you know, it's basically this is like our poker. Destiny is like our poker night, basically. You know, when we sit down and do the raid or something, you know, it's like a very painful poker, long poker night. But
Really, really painful, if you ask me.
yeah.
And I think we're losing all our money there. The house is winning on that one most of the night.
But when we get it done, we get a sense of accomplishment. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and some people might just, brush through it and feel that it's so easy, but
For us, you
you know,
know, it's not that
it's hard
easy.
sometimes. It's complicated. I mean,
Muffin Gaming's asking if the gameplay is live. Unfortunately, it is. I'm sorry, I'm a scrub.
yeah.
I put
We
on
all are.
I put on Euros gift now, so maybe I won't get wrecked. No, I still get wrecked.
Maybe. You still have to hit the shots though.
I think he asked because I got teabagged for no reason. So.
Well, sir, we have agreed that it has something to do with your name,
Yeah, that's my fault.
which is a shame because there's nothing really wrong with your name. But hey,
So going back to the Curse of Osiris, they go
Yeah,
three
yeah,
a
I can
3 hour long
stop it.
campaign. I don't have any problem with that. You know, set up what's gonna happen in the world. Like right now, I remember Dado saying that there was no like an
Data.
event like in the House of War, like the House of Wolves or Taken King, where we find the Taken, find the remaining House of Wolves. But I think we are fighting the Red War. You know, what's left of the Red War legions. You know,
The you
I feel.
know the cost of a consequence from the World War.
Yeah.
Exactly, and one of the things that I really like how they mentioned at Bungie, when I was watching the reveal stream, one thing they said is that I like the continuation of things. You know how this happened like a couple months after we defeated the Red Legion,
Yeah.
and then how they explain why is there Cabal on Venus? Well, if you remember, the Almighty was tearing
The
it
Almighty,
apart,
yeah.
so
Mercury.
yeah,
And
Mercury, well, was tearing it apart, so after we kind of like dismantled, not completely destroyed, but we just dismantled, the weapon.
The weapon.
All those Red Legion Cabal that were on the Almighty, they went like, well, let's land on Mercury, and
Yeah, their ship was done for, so they had to find a way to get out of there, and the closest thing was Mercury.
All right.
I mean,
Always.
just
Always, Eliaster. Right now he's saying that your volume might be a little too low. If you guys
Okay.
you guys wanna adjust that a little bit, maybe a little bit higher, just a little bit.
Okay, just 1 second.
that's
we're
gonna
just
cost
doing
me
this.
my life.
I know that we're just doing this casually.
That's why we're casual.
I turned it up a little bit.
Is that better? That's what happens when you do it live, yo.
Is this better?
Let's just wait for the response. Let's wait for the response. Is that better, guys?
Testing.
Yeah,
One, two,
but
three.
definitely, I like how Bungie is handling this whole, continuation of the story and how it is, because just like with the Taken King, I mean, we still have Taken all over the solar system, because we know this wasn't just gonna be like
Kill Oryx and be done with it. You eliminate it.
Exactly.
No, it's still there. We still have to deal with the consequences of Oryx.
Yeah, and the consequences, especially since the Traveler awoke, and that's why the Vex are doing their shenanigans. I just keep getting killed. I'm really happy where it's going, to be honest. Even though a lot of people are saying that it's not that good. And I get Destiny 2 has a lot of problems right now, like a lot of problems. But so far, I think the Curse of Osiris, and also something they're forgetting, something I actually wanted to touch on. Something they're really forgetting on is the fact that it's not just a DLC. We're also getting a whole sandbox update with the new season. So, they're gonna be trying.
Actually.
Yeah, so they're gonna try to touch on and fix a lot of the stuff that's wrong with the game right now. The live team is taking over from the main team, which I personally think that the live team is so much better than the main team. Well, no offense to the main team. Like, they put a lot of hard work into Destiny 2. They had to build Destiny 2 from the ground up and whatnot. But I think the main team. Remember who made the Taking Spring, who made Age of Tryon and all that stuff.
All right. Yeah.
I think I trust the main team, the live team a lot. To fix a lot of the problems the game has and a lot of the in-game issues, I guess.
Right.
So, back to the live stream, people are saying about the new raid content, that how it's gonna be, we're gonna fight more Cabal, and oh god, why? But I don't think it's gonna be that, because if you guys listen in the live stream, You know, the guy wanted to emphasize on the fact that, you know, the Leviathan is a world eater, so you know it's eating planets. You don't know what's in there. So I get the
And like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well,
Oh, fine. Anyways, I
yeah.
guess my turn. And you know, like the lore says, you know, every time they find a different, encounter a different planet, their best warriors, you know, the ones that actually survived the main raid, join them. You know, so we don't know we can be fighting now. I mean, somebody who joined them could be in the ship. Whoever that
exactly,
could be.
because again, Kalos has been, going around the solar system, like always said, and like it's in,
Collecting
you know,
different warriors.
collecting exactly, and so, um, this whole thing about us, going like, oh, especially at the end of the raid, how he says everything, it's a lie, the cake is not real and whatnot, but that the traveler, and whatnot. So
What?
we he kind of wants he kind of wants to recruit us as well, but I feel like these layers, in the Leviathan, it's gonna be for the end goal of destroying that ship once and for all. So then it stops this crusade around the solar system, recruiting, other species to join their cause. Because again, Kalos gave you two choices: one, join him and give me your
Join or
strongest
die.
warrior, or I'll swallow up your planet, and there you go.
Yeah. Not much of an option, actually.
Exactly. So I like this whole emphasis, on this thing is huge and we barely just we're like when we did the main raid, it's like the tip of the iceberg. We still gotta go in deeper and find the inner mechanisms of this place. And eventually, I think the end goal is to get rid of it, not just to win, but to get rid of it because it's a menace. I mean, look
Yeah,
at
it
it.
is a menace because
It's a
any
giant
time
worm
that-
thing.
if we were to decide to not help him anymore, it can come back, and actually, attack us again. Because we could have broken that promise or that agreement that we made with him to.
I mean, a lot of people
Go
say,
for the
"Oh,
trial.
Destiny 1, Destiny 1, Destiny 2 is bad, right?" Compared. But I think the Destiny 2 barely had a plan going on. I mean, Destiny 1 barely had a plan going on. You didn't know what they were gonna come out with next until the Taken King came out and go like, "Oh, Sakrota sent Dead Matter." But with Destiny 2, I feel like they're really trying to keep it connected. They're really trying to keep it connected, and I think they're doing a damn good job so far. I feel like the
Okay.
Curse of Osiris is really gonna add. It's gonna add more stuff that we need. The story is gonna be more logical. It'll be just better all around. Can I not get killed like that? Okay. I get disrespected so bad right now.
Concentrate.
Alright.
You're for the podcast, not for the match.
Alright. But
Alright.
you don't know. It's
Where
like
were
being
we?
me. Okay. But
teabagging.
so far I think it's gonna add exactly what Destiny 2 needs right now, which is not just the content wise, but continuing the story well. That's what I feel like it's gonna be. Hopefully Bungie doesn't disappoint me again. I mean, but
Again. You've been disappointed before, huh?
Well,
Tell me about
let's not get into that. I'm trying to be positive here. All right, but
One of the main things that I always saw Destiny 1 as being, including, before, the Wrath of Iron and before anything else, like the vanilla game, before any DLC. Once I finished the campaign, and the one thing that everybody criticized Destiny for, oh, the stranger gives you a weapon and then she disappears without any, like, real,
Exploration?
exactly, any real sense of conclusion, That was the problem. There was no real sense of conclusion that whatever we did mattered or changed something or did anything,
Exactly.
But I felt it from the beginning that yes, most games give you an ending. Like, I like to give an example to The Last of Us, like the last one. They give you a sense of conclusion of the story. This is the end of this chapter or this episode and whatnot, you know. And there you go, you know, that this character and this character, you know, and that's it. But with Destiny, when the stranger gave me that weapon, and she left just like that, I knew that this wasn't the end of the story. I knew that this wasn't the end of the game. I knew that Destiny was gonna be more than just finish the main campaign, go to the multiplayer to have fun, and then drop the game in the following weeks. I knew that this was going to keep me engaged for the long run. And it's so far, for 3 years, it's been keeping me engaged. Now, I'm talking from a very, very personal perspective here. I don't want anybody to think that I'm blind to the negative things or the bad things that Bungie and Activision do, you know, and also the many mistakes. But again, I understood, at least I understood, that when that chapter ended, it meant I was going to keep going. My legend wasn't gonna end just here, and God knows what else. So I felt like Vanilla Destiny was setting the grounds to every other story that had to be told in this universe, you know. And with Destiny 2, I feel like this is just a continuation, you know, not necessarily an end or something, you know, but it's like a continuation of everything in an evolution of way, you know. It continues the old, but evolving as we always have.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. Like, my perspective on Destiny has changed over the years. Like, I was expecting something, and then when I finally got accustomed to it in Destiny 1, they completely decided to change what I had got accustomed to. So you know, but I learned to take it as it is. You know, like I say, you know, it's not really, and I know a lot of people hate on Deej, well, not hate on him, but mock him for his little friendship post on the TWAB. But I felt like it had a lot of truth. You know, the game wouldn't be as nearly as much fun as it is for me if it wasn't because, you know, I play with you guys every week. You know.
Absolutely. And you know, Destiny, like I said, is not just saying it. It is better with friends. You know? So,
you know, I don't mind. Like, okay, I don't approve of the business practices of taking advantage of customers and whatever. You know, like, oh, like a lot of PC, especially a lot of the PC players, they go like, oh, Destiny just came out and they're already charging me for DLC. You know, and I post comments all the time going like, you must be new around here because, you know, we're kind of used to that already. Yeah, but I don't mind spending, you know, $20, $30 every couple of months to get, you know, a new story to go with my gameplay, you know. I really do not mind that. And I'm, you know me, Lester. I'm very, you know, anti-loot box, anti-DLC, and all that stuff. But for Destiny, I feel like in a way, sure, it would be better if we get it for free. But I do not mind paying for more content. I might sound like, you know, a lot of people, especially that are against this, they'd be like sheep. I get it, but I do not mind. Of all the games that I play and I have to pay DLC or microtransactions and whatever, I do not mind Destinies, you know?
And you know, the way they change the microtransactions now, you know, you can get it in-game. I mean, their RNG is still horrible.
Okay, something that I want to talk about before we go back to Curse of Osiris is right now in Destiny's with the loot boxes they got, is that I do not mind them at all because they're very. Oh, that's a fusion rifle. They're very fair if you ask me. And then people are saying, especially lately, they go like, "Oh, what's with this new double XP? Why do we need the double XP?" You know, if Bungie were, you know, as money hungry as people make them out to be all the time, do you think they will give us double XP so we can earn the engrams or the last emotes that we need before they change the season and you can never buy them again? No, they would go like, hey, if you really want these, pay the money. But no, instead they go like, here,
yeah, buy the silver and
and then hopefully you'll get it. No, but they went like, here, have double XP so you can, you know, play the game and get your engrams. I think that's a pretty honest move, that they have some good intentions. You know, And I'm all very anti loot boxes, but in Destiny 2 and Destiny in general, loot boxes, I do not mind them that much. Especially Destiny 2 system, how you earn them instead of getting motes of light. I'm like, okay, okay, better. I'd rather get a box. I mean, an engram. An engram than holy crap. I'd rather get an engram than 5 motes of light.
Yeah.
Okay, but now back to Curse of Osiris. Let's round up the news here with the Curse of Osiris. So it's gonna be new raid content, which is it's a raid layer, not layer.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be it's gonna be like a dungeon. It's gonna be like a dungeon, and they're trying to say, hey, you don't know what's gonna happen. How Bungie likes to be secretive with this, but I get the feeling it's gonna be Vexim.
Guys, it's casual.
Hey, we're casual.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm cringing. New story, which IGN said it was gonna be like 3 hours long, and then a lot of Destiny YouTubers are hating on it because it's gonna be short, it's gonna be bad. I'm like, oh, like, bro, just because you play, you want to play Destiny for 12 hours a day doesn't mean that I want to play Destiny for 12 hours a day. So I don't mind it. I think it's gonna be good.
Or that you have to play Destiny for 12 hours,
to get what you need.
Some people have to, yeah. That's their business now, and.
I mean, I know some people have to, but that doesn't mean that the rest of us, especially the really casual people, yeah.
Exactly. We want to, and 3-hour campaign. After I get out of work, I get home, I might have enough time to do 2-3 missions, and that's an hour or something. It depends how fast I try to take it. I can rush it, and probably do like 3 or 4 missions. But then again, I have other stuff to do. I can't just sit here and play games every day, unfortunately.
Exactly.
As much as we would love to do that, but
yeah, absolutely. So that 2 to 3 hour campaign that you get, if somebody's casual, doesn't get a lot of time, it could be, not a day. I mean, when I say a day, I mean like you play one today, and then next day, a couple others. It's like you can take a week to finish it.
Mm-hmm. Also, they're gonna add new exotics, and it looks like they're bringing old exotics. They haven't confirmed that, but people are seeing Telesto, they're seeing J Rabbit. I don't mind. I want Telesto to come back. I love Telesto.
The besto.
Because Telesto's the besto, so I don't mind bringing old exotics back with the new DLC. What I would mind is them bringing old maps, and charging us for that. Like this ain't Call of Duty, boy. I'm not about that life. Giving us a free map like they did with giving up with Distant Shores. Giving us a free map because it's old. Every new event, I'm okay with that. But new maps. They said it's gonna be 3 new maps. I think that's pretty good. 3 new maps for a new DLC every 3 months, and then maybe get a free map every once in a while. I'm okay with that. New exotics, which I saw some. It was like a little snippet of what's it called? A new grenade launcher that kind of releases like a little drone that seeks out people. That's dope for me. That looks amazing. And I don't think it's just gonna. I don't think it's gonna be just one new exotic. It's gonna be. It's gonna be multiple, maybe 3, 3, 4, 5 new exotics and weapons, and then plus armor. Like I'm excited for that. I'm ready for that. Like I mean, I haven't gotten even 50% of all the exotics yet, and I've been playing for 2 months. I have like maybe 40% of all the exotics, and so I don't even. I mean, I got the what was it? I got Cold Heart, even though you could get it on DLC, but I just got it like two weeks ago, so I could do it on the raid, and oh, okay, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for that. I'm I'm ready for the new social space. You know, finally we after 3 years we can go to the lighthouse,
Finally
guys.
make it to the lighthouse. All castles couldn't make it.
Yeah, we couldn't make it to the lighthouse. So it'll be nice to see the lighthouse for the first time.
Yeah.
I personally like love, you know, how they made the whole social space. I mean, the way they were, how would I say, displaying it. I mean, it just looked amazing. All the stuff they added in. Again, they were mentioning how it still looks like the old lighthouse, but again, I never seen it, so.
Yeah, I never seen it, so.
I'm pretty sure, maybe not a large majority of people, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that play this game, especially the casuals, you know, they never saw the lighthouse. So again, this is pretty cool how we all get to see it now.
Fuck. Yeah.
What's it
I'm looking
called?
forward
The
to
Infinite
actually
the
seeing
Infinite
Lighthouse.
Forest. You know, that looks pretty good. The new
That looks pretty
new
promising.
area. Well, it's gonna be different. It's not procedurally generated, but it's close to that, so I like that. I'm looking forward to that. What else do we got for? Oh, the new. They're gonna improve the lost sectors on
Yeah.
all of them, and new lost
begin-
sectors in the area.
And like they said at the beginning of the DLC, you won't know where they're at. You can actually find them.
Hmm.
Oh, I like that. I really do. I really
Until you
do.
finish the campaign, you know,
Well,
then they'll be marked on the map.
so I guess it'll be cool
Well,
for the first few hours that you
yeah,
play the
so
campaign. You
It's a little bit
it-
more you can grind for, you know. You know?
Yeah, but definitely. Oh, what? Oh, he's slippery. Dang.
Focus, Iliaster. I don't know. I
sorry,
saw the live team. They look like these guys really. I know a lot of people. I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but I think these guys. I saw the people working on the DLC in the live stream they had. They look like they really care. They're really hoping people like it. And so far, I like what I'm seeing. You know, I like what I'm seeing. You know, maybe because we're not super hardcore, but we still do the raid. We still try to do things, and I think
Do the
that
challenges.
yeah, I think it's gonna scratch that itch that a lot of people have been hoping for, and you know, and let's not forget this is not just you know, oh okay, one DLC, and
It's
let's
the
hope
first
for the best.
DLC.
It's the first DLC. It's not just the DLC. We're gonna have new update, new season, new Ingrams and all that stuff. So it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to it. I think people are doom and glooming it before they
Yeah,
even
sure
get a
try.
chance. They actually try it. I know that a lot of the. This YouTuber Astacraft Gaming, he said that he can't talk about the PvP stuff yet because of the embargoes they got with Bungie and Activision. But you know, he didn't want to give it away, but it sounded like he liked what he saw was going on, you know, with the PvP aspect. So I think they're gonna listen to the community and fix a lot of the PvP issues, if they're even issues, because you know a lot of people are just sad that they can't one-man things, but it's not that like PvP's not that bad, you know. When I go try hard, I can try hard, you know, especially on Hunter. Like, oh my God, you can. And Hunter, you can really solo stuff, a whole squad if you're good with a Hunter. But it's still doable, and you're supposed to be playing this with people anyway, so you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I prefer Destiny 1's PvP. Let's be real. I'm gonna be real here, but
Yeah, definitely.
I think Destiny 2's PvP is also a different experience, you know, and it's not bad necessarily. Except when I get wrecked like that. But one last thing I think we got was
Fuck.
yeah. Did we had another? Did we had
All like
another?
that.
Yeah. Did we had anything else to talk about the DLC Curse of Osiris dropping out?
Maybe.
Just on the little
APR
quality of
support?
life changes, eh?
I do have support for the Xbox. Oh shit. Xbox One X and PlayStation Pro.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
guys are the PlayStation Pro guys and the Xbox One X guys are getting an update to their stuff to enhance the
And
experience.
the true 4K for the Xbox X and
Scaling up
adapted 4K for the PlayStation 4.
which
I mean,
yeah, better than what we're doing right now.
better than nothing.
Another thing is that I really hope, a concern that I hope that Bungie listens to, is that please fix flinch, recoil, and bloom on console, please, Bungie. Like PC doesn't have to deal with the recoil, bloom, and flinch as bad as we do on console. Like PC people are having a blast playing Crucible because they can shoot where they're aiming, and they're having fun with that. And I don't like how my hand cannon has RNG built into it, So I really hope they fix that. They really listen to that and tone down all of that. Please, Bungie. That's my please, Bungie. Please, Bungie. Anything you anything you wanna them to fix to the Esther?
Mostly like again, I still have a lot of complaints about the PvE aspect, and the PvP. I like how balanced the PvP is, but again, let's face it, even if people always complained in D1 on how unbalanced it was, I guess it does need a couple of fixes, which ones I can pinpoint in particular? I can't really pinpoint any right now. I mean, right now my gameplay was kind of trash, but that was mostly because of my fault.
I'm
again,
trash.
I would like for it not to be too much about about the team. I know that you can still go ham with by yourself, but I see a lot of people who were maybe not pro, but they were good in Destiny 1, and Destiny 2 kind of holds them back a bit because they're not able to go as ham by themselves and like in D1.
Yeah, time to kill, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fight a man team anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you're taking them one by one. Which is really hard because, especially for us. I remember, getting those, double downs, triple downs, and you're like, oh man, I can do this, and then, come over here in Destiny 2, we're like, what happened? What happened? Did I just suddenly get worse than what I was?
Like my
I know
kill
I'm not good, but
my kill streaks,
good,
bro. My kill streaks, bro.
It's been a while.
What they should also add rank, to be honest. Coming from a super casual PvP player as well. That wants to try hard. I'd rather see I'm gonna compare to Clash of Clans. Watch this. You know how they have the gold? They have the gold, silver, and all that. I like when I'm playing Clash of Clans to see that my trophies are going up, so I can go to Gold League 1. Just even though it's gonna go down again because I'm gonna get attacked and whatever. I like seeing it go up. It makes you feel like you're doing something.
Let's keep trying. Yeah.
Yeah. So, adding ranked, I think it'll be better even for the casual people than not adding it. So I'm hoping they do add it. And I think they might add it. If they don't add it on the Curse of Osiris, they might add it in the Rasputin DLC, which I'm looking forward to that one as well.
Okay.
One last thing that I wanted to talk about that I completely forgot because I was paying attention to the gameplay. God damn it. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, if the two people watching on the channel right here, if you guys have any questions about what the Destiny stuff that's going on, you know, you can ask right now and we'll answer it because I know everything that's gonna happen. I just need to remember what am I supposed to talk about. Like, 'cause I know everything that's going down.
Don't, you know, seem like we don't know what we're talking about.
So if you guys have a question of anything in particular, we can probably answer it for you. Please, anybody?
Anyway.
Oh, I just got abused. Okay. Okay, I think not. Which better it saves me the trouble, I guess.
That was trouble.
Of answering questions, yeah. But if anybody has one question, okay, well, you know what? Let's talk about the channel's plans because this is our first. Oh no.
Our first actual content on this channel.
Yeah, the TMG channel. We made a TMG channel, yo. I hope you guys stick around.
Probably, you know, occupied, but Mercury Guardians. Not that Mercury, but.
Well, soon it will be that Mercury.
Yeah.
Soon it will be that Mercury.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of the TMG members. They're gonna upload their own content, which might be like maybe some good gameplay they had, or a commentary or two, or something like that. You know, something they wanna upload. So we're gonna probably have steady content going on. So if you guys want to stick around for that, and hopefully we'll be able to do the podcast weekly. You know, every week do one podcast, talking about what's going on in Destiny. In a more positive light, because I'm tired of watching everybody trash this game like it was the worst thing next to cancer or something. Which it's Battlefront takes that spot.
Bad.
You know, Battlefront 2 takes that spot.
Sure did. I mean,
Calling shots any day.
But
come at me with some, bro.
At the same time, you gotta recognize that their community came together. You know, and decided to do something about it.
Bro, I signed like 4 petitions.
I know. But, you know, the whole community... Oh, shit. What? That was great. The whole community decided, you know, they weren't going to take the whole, you know... that shit. So, you know...
Yeah, they say no. This is too much. This is too much pay to win.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, me too. This is too much pay to win. I'm tired of getting my ass kicked. But I'm glad they're coming together. Yeah. I'm glad I was part of that. I guess, you know, every vote counts for somebody to see what's going on. Every unhappy people commenting about it or something. It's good news. So yeah, EA, come at me with Ansem. Make it pay to win too. Let's do it. I'm ready for another. Okay, well we're getting out of topic.
Sidetrack. There you go.
Destiny 2. I'm looking forward to the Curse of Osiris. I'm not gonna judge it at all until it actually comes out, even though we've been saying that for a while. Yeah. But I feel like it's gonna fix a lot of the problems that Destiny 2 has, because Destiny had the benefit of the doubt when it was new. Destiny 2 no longer has that benefit of the doubt, and
had more expectations.
Yeah, and Bungie knows that they don't have the benefit of the doubt this time, so I think they're gonna do something about it. They're gonna do something about it.
What exactly do they do? We don't know, but so far, I'm having faith in Bungie for what they revealed in their stream. So,
and remember, really, we still have two more streams from Bungie.
Exactly, with the gear and everything. I consider the new rare layer to be a new raid, basically.
They're not onions, okay?
They're not they're not like ogres. Oh no, please slow a bump. Okay. So yeah, we might do another stream, but this will be a more this is the podcast version, so our gameplay won't be as trash in regular streams.
Absolutely. We'll put the gameplay in another.
We'll try a little harder. We'll try a little harder. We can try hard when we want to. All right.
As
So
long as it's casual.
I think that's good. I think we got everything we wanted to say for the first podcast. I am the Light and Darkness.
No.
Hold on.
Oh, Elias wants to say something?
No. Well, yeah. Well, let's just have to do something with future content, on this channel, and how this might have been a little bit of rambling in between trying to make points, but
Yeah.
but definitely, again, this is the first one. We hope that you guys who watch it, stick around, and we'll make sure to go on
Try to
this
give it
channel
worth your time.
Exactly. So, if it sounded like a bit of rambling on this one, it's maybe because it kind of was, it was a little bit of rambling with some few key points here and there, but definitely, stick around and, we'll make your time worth it. So, thanks for watching.
You'll see. We'll get better, people.
We will. We got
We'll get better at PvP
we got
too.
time. Well, we can't promise that much. Okay, let's just start small.
So I am the Light and Darkness for the TMGs.
I'm always warned you. For the TMG also. And had the hammer that's going over there.
Yeah, the hammer that's following ghosts. Oh wow, the guy's totally cheating it up there. And I'm Elias 2020 getting killed.
And that was the Casually Casual podcast #1, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope we answer something, and we'll see you next time.
And then we didn't make any more questions if we didn't answer it.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll answer an actual question next time.
Absolutely.
All right. Peace.